my people? This Big Tone, one half of the Chronic OGs, the podcast. So this is something I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I gotta let some of this go play first. Y'all know I'm from the DMV, baby. You know how that get down. You can take me out of the DMV, but you can't take the DMV out of me, baby. Big Tone. Let's get it. That's that boy Funk right there. I say, hey. All right, let's get it. So look, this is what I wanted to talk about tonight. This is more of my thoughts and something that I would do if I was in the position to do so. So I'm gonna read off some statistics, and then I'm gonna make a point afterwards. And this is important to me because everybody that knows me knows I'm a veteran, and one of the things I always wanted to do, and hopefully I'll be able to do one day, is build some veterans homeless shelters in every city that I've spent significant time in. So that would be the DMV, Southern California, Phoenix, and now Atlanta. So check this out. There's 45,000 people in America that has a net worth with assets over $100 million. There's 4,500 people in America that's worth over $500 million. There's 756 people as of December the 31st, 2023 that were billionaires. So this is a topic that my cousin Jalen Rozier, shout out Baby J, wanted me to discuss. So here's the deal. Did you guys know that would only cost $22 billion to cure the homeless problem in the United States? So think about it. When I say there's 756 people that's billionaires, I'm not talking about 756 people that's worth $1 billion. You know, you got Elon Musk that's living in this country, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and I know a lot of us is giving a lot of money to Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. And there's a lot of us out there that may have Teslas. So we've given a lot of money to Elon Musk as well. And I'm not knocking none of them dudes or women for doing what they do with their money, but I'm just saying, if you have any humanitarian bone about you whatsoever, how is it you're worth $180 billion? And so billionaires flow with billionaires. So Bezos is worth 130. Elon Musk is worth 150. And then you got the Bill Gateses of the world, the Walton families, they go around buying teams and all this other stuff. And then the low-level billionaires, with your Michael Jordans and your now LeBron James, shout out Bron, and so on and so forth, Oprah Winfrey. But it's only $20 billion to cure homelessness. So, and that's not counting, let me give y'all some other information. That's not counting check this out. So that's not counting the $18 billion we've given 23 and early 24, we've given to Israel. That does not include, that includes, check this out, that includes a $3.8 billion annual aid. So that means whenever that time comes, Israel over there like, yo, y'all got that check? But the same people that's approving to write that check for Israel will go to the subway and step over a homeless veteran and won't help them out. So people may look at me and say, well, what are you doing? But so let me tell y'all what I've done so far. I donate clothes, and anybody that knows me know I don't wear cheap shit. I'm not trying to sound bougie or nothing like that, but I don't wear cheap shit. The majority of stuff I wear is either Nike, Adidas, Polo, True Religion, stuff like that. So I've given away clothes, sneakers, Timbs, socks. I mean, you name it, coats. In those 4 cities that I've named, I've done it in Corona, California, Phoenix, Arizona, the DMV, and now Atlanta. I've always found out where the local veterans homeless shelter is and try to help out anywhere I can. I'm a veteran and I'm fortunate enough not to be homeless, but that shit could change any day. So I would want somebody to look at me and say, okay, this dude served his country. He tried to do the right thing. He came across a little bit of bad luck. So let's help him out, right? I'm in a position to do so. My wife will tell you we have 6 closets in our home. And I have clothes in 5 of them. The only one I don't have clothes in is my son's room, which is up on the 3rd floor. And he's away at school. If I could use his fucking closet, I would too. So my point is, I have done and I will continue to do my part. So now I'm calling on all these billionaires to come together as Americans, as humanitarians, and help cure this homeless problem. Check this shit out. We've given over $75 billion to Ukraine, right? Includes humanitarian, financial, and military support. I'm not saying this support to Ukraine and Israel should not happen. But what I'm saying is, can we give them $55 billion and take the other $20 billion and get these fucking people off the street? We're the richest country in the world, and our homeless problem is crazy. We should not have that. And I promise you, if I swear to God, as God is my witness, if I am ever in a position to do something to help cure this problem, I will. Hopefully this podcast with myself and my brother Rob Smitty Smith will blow up to the point to where we would get some financial return from it. But I can assure you, with Rob being a veteran as well, this is a situation that's both dear to our heart. But I'm not concentrating on just homeless veterans. I want all of it gone. Elon Musk is worth 175. Bezos is worth 130, right? So I think we need to call on these people to, okay, so we voting on this. Why hasn't there been a vote in Congress? Why haven't nobody brought a bill in Congress for Congress to give $25 billion over the next 5 years? So $5 billion a year over the next 5 years to get these fucking people off the street. It's about to be a winter storm in Boston. How many fucking homeless people you think live in Boston? It's about to get severely sick, frostbite, pass away, whatever the case may be, from the winter storm that's about to hit Boston. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going to read off something to you and check these numbers out. So Forbes' richest 100 people in America, right? So here we go. So the dude that's number 98 is worth $8.4 billion. The David Green family. So from 98, 98 stars 8 points. So from 100, that stars $9 billion. So everybody between 100 and 90 is worth between 8 and $10 billion. But if you go to the beginning of this fucking list, man, it's crazy. So, that's that cryptocurrency dude that got hemmed up. Warren Buffett is worth $102 billion. Now we're getting into the crux of it. Larry Ellison, $117 billion. Sergey Brin, Google, $118 billion. Larry Page, Google, $123 billion. Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, y'all know what they're about. They both tied at $134 billion. $134 billion. Right? And Mark Zuckerberg ain't even 40 yet. So now we get into the big wigs, y'all. So Mark Zuckerberg is the third richest person in the country at $134.5 billion. And then Elon Musk is $190 billion. And that boy Jeff Bezos is $200 billion. I promise you, I'm not trying to count these people money. Hey, make that money, don't let that money make you. But what I'm telling you is this. $200 billion living in this country. And it would only cost $22 billion to cure homelessness. But y'all would rather spend $100 million, $200 million to fly a fucking spaceship? Where's the humanitarian in these rich people? Some of these people went homeless buying Jeff Bezos shit, spending too much money in Amazon. Shit. I know I was almost one of them. Wifey always asking me, hey, you got a package outside. What's that about? You got a package outside. What's that about? I'm trying to understand, and I'm trying to get people to understand that there is a really dire need for us to come together and do whatever we can to help people in the United States. If Congress is going to do what they're going to do for Israel and for Ukraine and for all these countries, ain't shit we can do about that, right? But let's do our part. If you can't give money, if you're not one of those billionaires, which most of you not, because I don't know any goddamn billionaires, do what you can for the homeless population. And I know some people are a lot leery, or very leery, on giving money to panhandlers and stuff like that. That's fine. But at the same time, there are homeless shelters that you can donate food to, your time, your money, clothes that you don't wear anymore, that you would give to the Salvation Army, because the Salvation Army is going to turn around and sell it and probably make somewhat of a profit off it. But let's roll with that homeless community. I'm calling on everybody. And I know my name is small, but I'm calling on everybody that I follow. Gilly, Wallow, Shannon Sharp, who I'm a big fan of, Ryan Clark, Stephen A. Smith, Swagoo. I know all of you guys are probably doing something to help. You know, you're giving a charity or whatever the case may be. But if you're not one that believes that this homeless population should not be this way in the richest country in the world, I don't know what to think. I mean, it's time for us to be humanitarians. Because the problem I'm talking, there's Republicans sleeping under bridges as well as Democrats sleeping under bridges. There's Trump supporters sleeping under bridges, and there's people that supported Obama that's sleeping under bridges. So this ain't a black, white, Democrat, Republican, or any type of issue like that. This is a humanitarian issue that we all should come together for. And I'm going to continue to do my part, and I'm a little mad at and ashamed of myself because I feel like I should be doing more. But I'm going to do more. I'm going to donate more money. I'm going to donate more time. I'm going to donate more clothes. It's hard for me to say this because everybody know I'm a huge sneakerhead. I'm going to donate some of the sneakers that I have not worn or don't wear anymore. That is going to be kind of hard to do because wife has been trying to get me to get my clothes and my closet space together. Sorry about that. My clothes and my closet space together. But giving away my sneakers is always a difficult thing. But I'm going to do so. Time, energy. So again, I'm asking, I'm requesting that if there's anything you can do from the richest person in the country, Jeff Bezos, $201 billion, to myself, $200, $201. I'm worth $201. Anything we can do to help this population, while the Congress give that money away to other countries that probably are in need. But I just think sometimes we do a terrible job as a country of looking after home first. To have a whole area of Los Angeles, Skid Row, hundreds and thousands of homeless people, for that to be the same way for decades. Can you imagine how those people feel? Some of those people who served the country, maybe even fought in Afghanistan or whatever, Iraq war, whatever the case may be, and down on their luck, got taken advantage of, got scammed or whatever the case may be, and now they're homeless. And they doing everything they can, and that whole population turn around and see us give $75 billion to a foreign country. $3.8 billion to a foreign country every year. Do they have to have it every year? Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know what their arrangement is. But it seems like, hey, they can miss a couple years so we can fix this homeless problem in the country, and then we get back at y'all. Do we owe them? Is it contractual? Did they do something for us in return? We got to give them this money every year? But I know some of those homeless people fought for this country. So they did something, so they should get something in return. And a lot of them are so mentally gone that they don't know or don't know how to access some of the veteran benefits that are out there for them that could possibly help them get off the street. That's another thing that I want to do in 2024 is find some of these veterans and help them get on the path of getting some of these resources and benefits that the Veterans Administration offer, that maybe it won't get them off the street, but maybe they can afford to eat, and then it kind of go from there. I think there are things we can do and programs that we can look into, we can bolster, or we can initiate to help not just, again, I have an affinity for the veteran population, but not just the veteran homeless population, but the homeless population in general. So, yeah, I that's important to me. And I know this wasn't one of the scheduled episodes that Rob and I had planned to do. But in the meantime, in between time, I think it's important to point that out. And this is going to be, as this podcast move forward, 2024, 2025, 2026, and beyond, I hope. I'm never going to stop talking about this issue. It'll be a topic sometime with my co-host Smitty, but sometimes if we're making progress on it, I'm gonna come on here by myself. If we're not making progress on it and it's getting worse, I'm gonna come on here and talk about it myself if I have to. But hey, I want to thank all of y'all for listening in. I know this was kind of spur of the moment and kind of off kilter, but I want to thank all of y'all for listening in, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And let's finish up with some of my boy James Funk and RE, baby.